A monster on one side of a maze. You on the other. Walls in between. Watch what it does. It does not wander, and it does not check every tile. It reaches toward you, flows around the wall, and snaps to the shortest way in. That is astar. The search almost every game uses to move an enemy to a target through a grid. This is how the monster finds you. Let me show you exactly how it thinks, one tile at a time. One quick, honest note before we dig in. Everything here is free, no wall, no catch. This exact visual style is the whole idea behind my book. Algorithms and data structures, visually explained. 23 of them, each a clean diagram and runnable Python. $24, link below. Totally optional. The full explainer is right here. Now, let us teach the monster to think. Here is the problem we have to solve. The enemy needs the shortest path to you, and it needs it fast. The lazy answer is to try every possible route and keep the best one. On a real map that is millions of paths. Far too slow for a game running 60 frames a second. We could flood outward from the start in every direction, like ripples in a pond, until we hit the goal. That always finds the shortest path, but it explores a huge amount of the map it never needed to touch. What we want is a search that leans toward the goal. One that spends its effort in the right direction. That is exactly what astar adds. And it all comes down to 3 numbers on every tile. Every tile astar looks at carries 3 numbers. Get these, and you get the whole algorithm. The first is G. G is the cost to reach this tile from the start, the number of steps we have actually walked to get here. Count the path, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So G equals 4. The second is H, the heuristic. H is a guess, an estimate of the distance still left, from this tile to the goal. On a grid where you move up, down, left, and right, we use the Manhattan distance. That is how far across, plus how far up or down, ignoring the walls. 3 tiles across, 0 up. So H equals 3. There is one rule H must obey. It must never overestimate the real distance. As long as the guess stays optimistic, astar is guaranteed to find the true shortest path. Manhattan distance is safe, because a wall can only ever make the trip longer, never shorter. The third number is F, and it is simply G plus H. 4 plus 3 is 7. F is the tile's total estimated score, the cost so far, plus the guess of what is left. And here is the heart of it. Astar always expands the open tile with the smallest F next. Lowest F wins. That single rule is the whole search. Now let us run the real search, live, and watch those numbers do the work. We keep 2 sets. The open set is the frontier, tiles we have discovered but not yet explored. The closed set is tiles we are finished with. At the start, only the start tile is open. Each round is the same 4 moves. Pop the open tile with the lowest F, mark it closed. Look at its neighbors. And for each neighbor, decide if this is a better way to reach it. Watch the frontier. It grows out from the start, but it leans hard toward the goal, because low H tiles have low F, so they get picked first. This is the goal-directed search the blind flood never had. For every neighbor, we compute a tentative G, the G of the current tile, plus 1 step. If that is better than any path we knew to that neighbor, we record the new G. And we set the neighbor's parent to the current tile. That parent pointer is a breadcrumb. It remembers how we got here. Then the neighbor goes into the open set, waiting its turn. We repeat, always taking the lowest F, until the tile we pop is the goal itself. The moment the goal comes off the open set, we are done searching. Now we just need to read the answer. So how do we get the actual path? We never stored a route. We only left breadcrumbs, those parent pointers. So we walk them backward. Start at the goal. Step to its parent. then that tile's parent. And keep going, following the chain of parents all the way back to the start. That trail, reversed, is the path. And because every G along it was the cheapest we ever found, this is a shortest path around the walls, guaranteed. Highlight it, hand it to the enemy, and it starts moving toward you. That is the whole trick: search with the 3 numbers, then rebuild the route from the breadcrumbs. Now, why F equals G plus H, and not something simpler? Because the 2 famous cousins of a star each drop one of those numbers, and each pays for it. Turn the heuristic off. Set H to 0, so F is just G. Now the search only cares about distance traveled, not the goal. It explores outward in every direction equally, a perfect symmetric flood. That is Dijkstra's algorithm. It always finds the shortest path, but on this map it explored 49 tiles to do it. Now the opposite. Drop G, and score tiles by H alone, pure distance to the goal. This is greedy best first search. It races straight at the goal, fast. But it is easily fooled. It can commit to a route that looks close and turns out long. On this same map, greedy took 16 steps where the shortest path is only 10. A star keeps both. G keeps it honest, so the path is always shortest, like Dijkstra. H keeps it aimed, so it explores far less, like greedy. Here a star found the true 10-step path while touching only 18 tiles. Optimal and efficient, the best of both. Here it is in real Python, and the whole loop is shorter than you might expect. The open set is a heap of tiles, ordered by F, so popping always gives us the smallest F for free. We keep came from, the parent breadcrumbs, and G-score, the best cost to each tile. Each pass pops the lowest F. If it is the goal, we rebuild the path and return. Otherwise, for every neighbor, we compute a tentative G of G plus 1. If that beats the best G we had, we save the parent and the new G. Then we push the neighbor with its fresh F of G plus H. Rebuild just walks the parents backward from the goal and flips the list. Read it top to bottom, and it is exactly what we watched on the grid: lowest F first, breadcrumbs behind. Let us lock it in. A star finds the shortest path through a grid by scoring every tile with 3 numbers. G is the cost from the start. H is an optimistic estimate to the goal, Manhattan distance on a grid. And F is G plus H. A star always expands the open tile with the smallest F. It keeps an open frontier and a closed set, and for each neighbor it sets a parent breadcrumb when it finds a cheaper G. When the goal is popped, it walks those parents backward to rebuild the path. Dijkstra is a star with H switched off, optimal, but it floods everywhere. Greedy uses only H, fast but not always shortest. A star, using both, is optimal and aimed. That is the whole idea. So that is a star. 3 numbers on every tile, G, H, and G plus H. A search that leans toward the goal, then rebuilds the path from breadcrumbs. That is how the monster finds you. We have been building a toolbox. Big O, binary search, sorting, recursion, hash tables, trees, and now the search that puts them to work. And notice what a star becomes when you switch the heuristic off. H equals 0. That is the next video, Dijkstra's algorithm, the pure shortest path search behind GPS routing and network packets. It explores in every direction, with no goal to aim at. We will build it from the ground up. If you want the whole picture, 23 algorithms, each with a diagram and clean Python, my book is linked below. $24, totally optional. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.